Welcome back to Sunrise, of course, as we continue trying to inspire you here on a career slot. I think I'm thinking creative because my next guest is from Creative Council. Now, the festive season is upon us, and if you're thinking of what you can get up to, listen up as we're speaking about vacation work. And of course, joining us is Oved, who is a group CEO of the Creative Council, to tell us more about that. Now, Gil, thanks for joining us this morning.
Great to be here.
Let's kick it off with that whole creative thing before we get into the vacation work.
Yeah.
Of course, you Creative Council. What do you guys really get up to as an organization?
So we consider to be an advertising agency, but in effect we're a non-traditional agency. We're an activation agency, which means we look to engage consumers on behalf of brands, and we look to get consumers to educate them, to generate leads, to get them to sample, and ultimately to act or transact at the end of the day.
Okay, but you're also very passionate about entrepreneurship. You get to work with a lot of young people, trying to inspire them to create their own work rather than look for employment.
Absolutely. So we're one of South Africa's largest first-time employers, which is a real awesome honor, actually, to be able to take youngsters and upskill them and give them employment and give them remuneration and dignity and experience, and that's a lot of fun. But what I've seen a lot of in the recent years is not only creating of jobs, but mentoring and inspiring people to become entrepreneurs, because that, at the end of the day, gives you an opportunity to create your own salary. You can write whatever check you want for yourself.
But it takes a lot, because clearly, I mean, a lot of like a training, especially in the country, it doesn't gear people to think about creating their own jobs. How do you, when you talk about changing mindset, especially when it comes to getting young people to start thinking, okay, I have a break now, what can I do? If I can't get a job, what can I be doing so that can further me after that?
You see, I think that the South African entrepreneurial spirit is so strong. Wherever I go in the country, I do a lot of talks and stuff, and it's incredible. People have lots of ideas. They're hungry to write their own direction in their lives, become masters of their destiny. So the challenge is not to find entrepreneurship. For me, the challenge is to take that entrepreneurship and make something with it. And the decision happens right here, right now. So you ask me, how do you get people? Right here, they're hearing me. Let them decide, I'm going to be an entrepreneur, I'm going to be a master of my destiny, I'm going to innovate, I'm going to make a difference in people's lives, and I'm going to do homework, I'm going to write a presentation, I'm going to do a business plan, I'm going to go and raise money if I need to, and if I don't need to raise money, I'm just going to go do it. Everyone says, oh, how do I get into entrepreneurship? It's so simple. Just do it.
In terms of like, vacation work, which is what we're also trying to get our young people to pay attention to, how significant is that, and what does it do for your CV, for your skills? Is it significant for a young person to be interested in that?
Absolutely. I think people don't understand it. So it's very simple. We work officially a 5 out of 7 day week. Yeah. My argument is work 6 days, work 1 day longer, take Sunday off. Very important. Got to take some time off. There's no glory in working every day. Work 1 day longer than everyone else. And that's a philosophy, it's a mindset. So it means that when everyone's on a holiday, get yourself a job, get some experience, get ahead. That little step ahead, when you exponentially build on it, makes you a few steps ahead after a couple of years. And I think young people need to understand that we live in a very competitive world. There are a lot fewer jobs than there is a need for jobs. And I'm saying, go out there, build your experience, build your CV. It doesn't matter what you do, do stuff. You'll learn about work ethic, about invoicing, about following up on payments, about going to work on time, and you'll get skills. And you don't even know what skills you're getting from one job that you'll apply in another job.
In terms of like, I mean, availability for vacation work, should they be thinking about, okay, now it's December, that's that, or is there something people could be doing throughout the year, and is that experience accumulative in the long run? So,
first question is experience accumulative? Absolutely. Everything that I've done in my life, I can just speak about myself as one person. I've had many businesses that I've failed in, but the experiences that I've gained over those learnings have held me in good stead and brought me to the point where I was ready for success. And had I not had those experiences, there's no way that I would have succeeded in the Creative Council and built what I've done with my business partner, Ranoina. So that's the first point, is experience cumulative. But more importantly is work now important? Yes, absolutely. We are employing promoters right now for December work and throughout the year. And if you can't do a full-time job with us, come do part-time work. And we're not the only employing agency. There are lots of companies who are looking to employ part-time employees. I say go do it.
In terms of someone will say, okay, I just finished matric, or I'm on a break from varsity. Do my qualifications and what I'm studying, do I need to be choosing in line with what I'm doing?
No.
What would you advise?
Absolutely not, because you don't know what you want when you leave varsity. I still don't know what I want at this age now. In fact, I'm thinking of the new things I need to be doing in my life. But I think these change over time, and the only way you'll find your true passion, your true calling, is by going out and exposing yourself to different things. No one, apart from saying that you want to be a policeman or a doctor when you're a 6-year-old, you don't really know what's out there. And you know what's amazing? In today's times, there are new types of jobs being created all the time. As an example, we've got a company called Popeye Media in our group. There are about 50 employees there. 3 years ago, none of those job titles existed. 3 years later, that's where it's at.
Yeah, because that's what a young person of today is faced with. They're studying for something, but like what's going on out there in the job market, some of these jobs didn't even exist 3 years ago. So you can't even go for reference for someone to say, this is what it entails. So what kind of mindset and what kind of advice can you give them? How do they prepare themselves if they're going to meet a potential employer?
So go there, show passion, show work ethic, show a certain culture that people will be attracted to. So the skill sets, the experience, that'll come. That'll come over time. So don't focus on that. I mean, it's important, don't get me wrong, but those things change over time. The most important thing is people must like you, they must want to work with you, and you must show them that you're passionate about what their business is about.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so I guess for those young people who are watching, that's what they can get up to this festive season. Any tips for them, I mean, for preparing themselves for the working environment in 2015?
Yeah, put on a good suit, put on your best Sunday clothes, go there smiling, and be passionate and optimistic. People are attracted to it.
All right, great stuff. Gil, thanks very much for talking to us. Of course, that was Gil Oved, Group CEO of the Creative Council, speaking to us, of course, about opportunities and the importance of vacation work. And of course, for more information on the Creative Council, you can go to their website. It's creativecouncil.co.za.